Welcome back to another episode of the Hobby Craftsman. I'm here with my good friends Chris and Ed. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
We also have a special guest today. And who do we have here today? Sarah, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Please introduce yourself fully.
I am Sarah Ritchie. I represent Monster Brewing Company, which owns Oskar Blues out of Colorado and Cigar City out of Tampa, Florida.
That's not a name I've
Do
heard
we
too
have a
often
breaking
yet.
news?
I know. I was going to say, that's not a name I've heard
sound
too
effect?
often. But
That's 48 hours old. The press release went out Thursday. That we are Canarchy is no more, and the new name of the company is Monster Brewing Company. It's a lot less to explain, honestly.
100%.
It is. It's
100%.
simpler.
And it's got a good ring to it.
Right?
Absolutely. That's cool. That's exciting. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
We are genuinely very happy to have you.
And where are we?
We're in Hair of the Dog. We are not in Ed's house.
No,
we are
in the studio.
The studios are.
Studio. Air quotes, studio.
My bad.
Yeah.
We are at Hair of the Dog in Gilbert, Arizona. Craft beer, wine, and coffee, I believe.
Phenomenal coffee, too.
Yes, I was going to say, I saw the
it's
espresso
legit.
machine, and I was like, let's go.
Uh-huh.
So,
You told me he was going to get 2 shots earlier.
yeah, that's going to happen too. So, yeah, no. Thank you to Hair of the Dog for having us.
Yeah.
They
and
can't hear us, but maybe they listen later.
We've had Sarah on the show if you've heard our recaps of beer festivals, but this is her first time being on the show properly.
I know.
I know,
I'm
and
so
it's great.
excited.
Proper show. Which is weird.
It's perfect.
Right.
It's just the way it should be.
And I'm excited that you guys met me here because I love this place. It's a really cute little spot. And
It has been good.
I thought you were going to say it's right next to where I live.
oh no. It's
Oh, no.
no, it's not. No, it's a bit off the path for me, but I still love it.
This is a good spot.
Yeah.
When I pulled up, there were people running through. There was a marathon ending here this morning,
Yeah.
the beer run. I was like, okay, all
Settle
right.
down. It was a 5K.
But hey, I couldn't tell.
They have all kinds of fun events. I did a pool party here like a year and a half ago, and
Awesome.
had like inflatable pools surrounding the restaurant. Yeah, it was great.
For all the dogs that come in.
They seem fun.
There
here.
were a lot of dogs that got in my pool.
Yeah,
actually.
that makes sense. Yeah,
I'm not
that's how it
surprised.
is.
This
About the
place
dog.
seems to be run by animals as far as dogs go. I don't mean that. Okay, that
They
could be
had a
taken.
doggy photo booth for like
Did they?
Hawaiian shirts. It was the best.
That quote could be taken very out of context,
Yeah,
but I
that's
didn't.
true.
I did not mean it in that way. So.
Place is run by
Run by animals. So anyway, no, the dogs are welcome here to say the least, though. Which is how nice, how nice is that?
Oh,
So.
I mean, they have doggy drinks on the menu.
Oh yeah, I
Like
was gonna say there's
cocktails
100%. It said like cocktails available and then dog treats
Dog-
at the
yeah, I was
bottom
like-
of it. I was like, let's go.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places to do events because adorable dogs show up in costumes.
Yeah.
What's not to love?
There's some mini greyhounds over there that are ridiculous. So anyway,
All right, pause the show. Let's go.
yeah. So yeah, guys, you brought presents.
I did.
At least it looks like you brought presents.
I did.
No, they're just for show.
Just for show. Don't touch them.
They are. It's
They're display
there's
case.
bricks in here.
I did. So just to kind of show, because you guys have had my Oskar Blues, you've had my Cigar City beers, but this is new. This is the stuff I launched a year ago. On the bottom is the Beast Unleashed. That's the flavored malt beverage that tastes just like Monster Energy, but no caffeine.
No caffeine.
It's just so weird.
That's what I
that
learned
people
last year.
ask.
Oh, really?
6% alcohol, no caffeine, no energy.
Okay.
It's just
because-
tastes just like it. So if you missed it, if
Monster
you cut
does
out the
energy.
caffeine, and you miss those flavors, it's nostalgic for you. Then
That's kind of rad.
pick it up.
Yeah. All right. Now we're talking. And then we have
The new that just
The
launched
new,
about
the
2 weeks
Nasty
ago.
Beast.
Nasty Beast. The Nasty Beast hard teas.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm interested in those. That's
Yeah.
what.
I am meant for advertisements, by the way. I realize
You are, because
I
you
am.
sound like Paul Rudd.
I will.
Yeah, there you go.
I will slang as much Nasty Beast as necessary.
I
So,
love you.
Yeah, I love you too. So.
Well, we're kind of, I think it's been almost a year, or it's coming up on a year where we tried these for the first time.
Yeah.
We didn't try the tea, right?
No,
we
the-
tried
I'm gonna open
normal
this up.
beast.
Because we tried those
I'm gonna go and
at
open this up.
at the
Strong?
the pre-party.
The pre-party for
ticket pickup at Strong Beer Festival.
Yeah. I forgot the night before. That was a blast.
peace.
That was awesome, and we talked to Rob. They're doing that again, so actually by the time this comes out, that should be close to that anyway. So
Original.
yeah, we were excited about that. We were like, that was so fun last year. And
It
was
was.
such a great, for us to be able to get VIP wristbands and then hang out, have some beers at a cool event, and then just walk in
And
the
watch the
express
game
and just go
and-
right in the next day and not have to wait in that line for VIP
yeah.
even still was amazing.
Yeah,
So-
it was great. It was totally worth it.
Or you could know somebody who has a tent there and go volunteer to pour and get your ass
Exactly.
kicked for
yeah.
4 hours.
Okay, yeah. Can I just state my love for you both that I am forever in your debts because you guys crushed it when we got our asses handed to us at the Copper State Beer Festival last month.
It was crazy.
It was nuts. It was nonstop for 5 hours, and you guys are heroes.
Listen, I was there for a little bit. I did most of the work, so thank you. But yeah, I was next to Ed being like, give me a card. I went and got stuff for you. I was like, I'll get ice. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm standing here just drinking beer. So
you refilled our supply. It was awesome.
I still don't think my nail has reattached to my finger yet from opening all those
You got the
cans.
blister. You got
I know.
the can tab
You're
blister.
supposed to use the
I
thing.
know. I thought about bringing a bottle opener, but
It's
Didn't
an
happen.
extra step. It just ends up slowing me down. I'm just gonna deal with it.
I'd rather just
calluses
have
at this point.
I just have a
Yeah.
bloody fingernail at the end of the night.
Yep.
yeah.
What fingernail?
Yep.
But we
I
are
still have
drinking
them.
beers before
yeah.
we get too distracted.
Yes.
I think 3 of us are
I'm not.
drinking
I'm
the same
drinking the
thing.
Nasty Beast hard tea and lemonade. It is delicious.
What's
the
your
best.
first initial thoughts of it, Nate?
It was delicious.
Which one did you
It is
pick?
tea and lemonade.
Oh, I like
It's
that one.
super good. It is very good.
And what's your internal temperature? Think that
my internal temperature?
of
Yeah, the can.
Oh no, it's wonderful. It's cold. They're cold.
Yeah, I picked them up straight from
Yeah.
the cooler.
Yeah, it's very
So it's
nice and
never-
cold.
It's not.
It was delicious.
See,
not
Nate's
new.
just
This isn't
being
my first
nice. I could
rodeo.
bring in the studio. I could bring Nate a beer from the fridge, and he would question how cold it is.
Oh, really?
I question how new it was.
Oh, yeah.
That's
got-
awesome.
And then how
He's got a
cold it
pretty.
is.
He's got a pretty big fridge. It's like when did you buy this, sir? I like fresh beer. I cannot lie.
Listen, I was checking the dates in
No
the fridge
shame
over
in
there
that.
while we're waiting.
Yeah. There's no shame in that.
But I
this
think
is-
we're all drinking
is
beer
super
from Roses
refreshing.
by the Stairs.
Nope.
Oh, Chris got
hilarious.
something
Incorrect.
different.
Incorrect.
And this is 6% alcohol. That's hysterical, dude. You can't taste a sip of it. You can't taste any alcohol whatsoever. It just tastes like tea and lemonade. Try it.
No, I don't want your
100%. It tastes like an Arnold Palmer TM.
No, you can't say.
Yeah,
You can't
that's
say
my
Arnold Palmer.
competition.
I know. Sorry, it tastes like a dead billionaire. Okay, and TM again.
No, that is really good.
It is actually
Here, Ed,
very
you want
good.
some more?
It is
Pass
actually
it around. Yeah, there you go.
I love it.
And it's
a Camino
hilarious.
can.
That is really good.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
very good.
I think
tea and
alcoholic
lemonade.
Arnold Palmer is called a John Daly.
Oh, really? Nice. Good job. Good
Nice.
job, dude. Nice.
No, that is good. That
It is
just
good.
tastes like iced tea.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
does.
And we're not getting paid to say anything. Let's make
Truly.
this
No, yeah,
very.
this is
Sarah, cover
not-
your ears real quick. Say
other, than,
earmuffs.
other than a free can of Nasty Beast, which is
Yeah.
more than enough.
No, that's real good.
Yeah, thank you
What
very
other
much for
flavors
bringing
are
those,
there?
Sarah.
Oh, my pleasure.
We got
You'll have
original.
something to take home and drink by the
Tea.
pool.
Original.
Because we're almost
OG.
to cool weather.
That's true.
And the peach.
And peach, big dog.
And then
Okay.
coming soon, in a couple of weeks, we'll have the 24-ounce singles cans that'll hit the stores, and
snap.
that will have a fourth flavor, the green tea, which is my favorite.
I was
This is very good.
I'm excited about that one. Yeah,
I
and
think-
these are not sugar free. The Beast is sugar free. This is not. So, but it's still low cal
Really,
because it's not super syrupy sweet, which I love.
it's true. It's delicious.
Yeah, I like the peach one from this one from the Beast. That was the
Oh,
one I
yeah.
liked the most.
Tastes like peach gummy.
It
rings.
tastes like, yeah, exactly. That's why I liked it. I was like, oh,
I
that's really
know,
good.
it's great. It's my mom's favorite too.
I don't have anything to say.
Nate's
I'm
speechless.
drinking my Nasty Beast. Sorry.
Chugging this nasty beast real quick.
Well, good. While Nate's thinking, we can put Sarah seat.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. We didn't say what
That's
beers we're
true.
drinking, though.
Yeah.
Did I
Oh,
say
yeah.
we're all drinking Roses by the Stairs?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Are we all
nobody
drinking the
cares
same
what I'm
beer?
drinking then.
And
No.
then Nate jump into with his Nasty Beast.
He couldn't hold. He
plugged
couldn't hold
yeah.
it back.
Yeah, he was too
Yeah,
excited.
Chris.
I love
now
it.
that we've reviewed the Nasty Beast, what are you?
We've
drinking?
I don't
never
want
had
to
an,
tell you now.
We've never had an
No.
official drink to taste on the show before. I was excited. I was like, yeah, we're doing it. Like I'm digging in.
You
I'm
guys
drinking the
love
Pueblo Vida
best.
Pulp. It's
Oh,
cool.
we appreciate
Oh, is that
it.
it?
That's it. That's not a big deal. All right,
You
go.
keep us in
Do
mind
your
in the
thing.
future too. We will try them all.
I'll load you up. No
Try
problem.
them all.
We'll try them all. We're ready to rip into this variety pack. Just kidding. All right, go ahead, Ed. All right, do it, Ed.
Do they
Do
have
your
flights
thing.
here? Asking for flight glass. You just make a flight of
Can
the
I make
beast.
something? A flight of glass empty? Yes, please.
Which Roses by the Stairs are we drinking?
I had the triple dry hop hazy. It's called
Fairy dust.
Fairy dust.
Fairy Dust. Yeah,
See,
me
you guys
too.
are drinking it.
Yep.
We are.
I told
It's
you.
yummy.
Oh, you guys all have the
yeah,
same thing?
Yeah,
Yep.
we all look for the same thing.
I'm sorry. If you like craft beer and you see triple dry hopped on a menu,
Right?
you're pretty much always going to go there.
Yeah.
At least initially.
And-
or at some point in the night. Like, that's one I'll be having.
And I just got back from Spain, and it's hard to find. I found
that
one
sounds
place,
fun.
one place with IPAs on
Oh,
tap.
no shoot.
Like one little craft beer spot. So I was like hankering for some hoppiness.
real stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, it's good. Well, perfect.
I'm with you. Well, I'm going to Spain now. Mark that off my list.
Yeah. No IPAs.
No IPAs in
Goodbye.
Spain.
No, Ed's going, so I told
Nah,
him
I'm
exactly
good.
where to go. They have
like-
Westies.
Oh,
They
okay.
have West Fluttering.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah,
Okay.
all right, fine. Back on the list.
it's worth it.
But yeah, we have to put Sarah through the rapid round.
Oh,
The
okay.
official rapid
Yeah,
round.
the official rapid round.
Yes, sir.
Makes
Don't
sense.
worry, the only thing rapid about it is how quickly we get
The
sidetracked.
only thing wrapping around is the name.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I've
Yeah,
listened to
you
every
might have
episode.
heard this
Oh,
before.
wow.
I'm a fan of the show.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't like to toss around the word friend of the show too often, but if we do have one, it's Sarah. So
No, I do. I every time an episode comes out, I'm like, sweet, I know what I'm doing tonight while I'm cooking dinner, popping in the earbuds.
Oh, and then listen to Ed and my stupid voices, and then to Nate every once in a
yeah,
while.
every once in a while, you know.
Well, we're tied. Well, so you guys
sure.
are.
I'm sure she skips a few.
But see, I listen to Nate, and I'm just like, he's so dreamy because he sounds just like Paul Rudd. So I just imagine that's who's on the podcast.
You're like, I wonder if Nate's
I
on this
feel
one.
very good about myself right now.
We're gonna start teasing that
Like,
as SGFA.
yeah.
listen, he does not need an ego boost.
Hashtag more Nate.
Yeah.
Your husband's in Spain.
My boyfriend's in Mexico.
There's Mexico.
Watch out! No, I'm sorry.
You're in South Phoenix.
Just kidding. No, you know, Sarah, happy to have you here.
Blushing. Thank you.
Me too. Dude, get out of here. All right.
Rapid rounds.
First,
Right, and that
first
wraps up
question.
the rapid round. The most rapid derailing of the rapid round, I think, to date.
Yeah.
But no, we start out with the craft beeriest question ever
Yep.
craft beered and podcasted is the beer that got you into craft.
Unibrews, Le Trois Pistoles.
Ooh, wow, nice.
That's
a good one.
That's
the
the
first we've
beer.
had of that.
So okay, so
a good one.
full disclosure, I don't have the typical beer introduction that most people do. So
That's good.
I graduated high school a year early and went to the UK and did the British Isles for 2 weeks. And my first beer was legit Guinness on tap in Dublin.
Nice.
So I started with that.
So you're high test automatically.
I didn't have a macro brew
Yeah.
until my mid 30s.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's good.
I mean, I started young on craft beer, and that's just down the rabbit hole. But the one that like made me a craft beer geek and like want to change my career was the Unibrew, like Belgians.
That's awesome.
That's the stuff that just like blew my mind. And then it was like beer fests, and then it was like I had to absorb all the information. I had to soak it all in, and it was like, okay,
Yeah.
how do I change my career? And I devoted like 2 years. I started Tucson Girls Pint Out in like 2012, 2013. I started networking and like bringing, women into these craft beer bars and building these relationships. And then I heard about the first job opening. And then it was like I had the relationships built where they all loved me because I brought women into their establishments on the slowest nights that they had to teach beer classes and to do collaboration brews. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it was a hard down the rabbit hole, like intense.
I'm sure at the time, I remember like their bottles, the label was really cool looking,
they were
and they had
beautiful.
foil
100%.
tops. They were like definitely when you saw it, and you're like, oh, what is this thing?
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
these beers?
True.
So
It's
it
true.
was definitely something unique at the time too. Like it was cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like started on stouts at 17, and then the Belgians at like 33, and then it was like sours and all that. Yeah.
So like last year then.
Thanks. You're the best.
Nice job, Chris.
Thank you.
Good one. Yeah.
So this might be a highbrow answer. What is your guilty pleasure beer? The beer you don't want your friends to know you drink or you secretly drink and enjoy.
It's the like the Modelo bloody beers, essentially, like the ones that have like the lime and the
Oh, the
Oh, the
Micheladas?
micheladas?
Yeah.
oh, the micheladas. Yeah, the Modelo micheladas. Fucking love those.
The store-bought ones, the big 24-ounce
Yeah.
cans in the
Yeah. That's
right above the Steel Reserve and the
yeah. That's my guilty pleasure because I love Bloody Marys and I love
Right.
micheladas, and then it's like every now
Hand
and then
in
I'm
hand.
like, I'm gonna get one of those.
Dude, every time I go, I look for the Thorns Michelada because it was so good. Thorns is really good Michelada.
Yeah. I've had them at the festivals. They are good.
And I don't even like them. I don't like those beers, really. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of them,
Just-
but they had we tried it there, and I was like, this is real good.
Kind of good.
This is real good.
Yeah.
I like
Like
this.
I know I'm known for like baking, but I don't have a huge sweet tooth. I do love the salty stuff. So I love like the savory cocktails, and it's so good. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, is there a beer you would decline under any circumstance? Is there something you will not drink?
Yes. God damn it, Ed. Yeah, but I'm so diplomatic. I don't like to trash people. So
So we can guess it.
You can say it and we'll bleep it.
No, it's
You're
the,
not gonna bleep it.
Desert Eagle. It was Desert Eagle. That's what it was.
Yeah.
We bleep stuff all the time.
Old World Brewing, Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
I'm happy to talk about the ones that are already out of business. But yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's you go. Those are your bills right now. Good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we talk shit about beers on this show?
No.
I don't. I
well-
think Sarah listens to a different show.
It was great because we were talking to Rob, and Rob definitely tried to be diplomatic, and like we're like, that's what we're here for. We can just talk what we want. That's our opinion. It doesn't matter if you don't like it. Then
Yeah, we don't
you
get
just
paid
tune
to
out.
do this shit.
I just, I'm not. Sorry.
I know, it's fine.
Decline.
That's all right.
I'm too kind.
I mean, it could be a big beer that you don't like, that people don't like. You know, it could be like Foster's. You don't decline of Foster's.
No, I mean, so yeah.
You're like, no, I drink Foster's.
Earlier on,
Australian for beer.
earlier on in my beer career, I was like, I was naive and I was the beer snob and I was like, I don't get the whole lager thing, and I made fun of my
We
boss.
all went there.
I made fun of my head brewer bosses that were like, all we want to do is lagers. I'm like, come on, that's so boring. And now I am the girl who wants the lagers.
It took a while for me to get there, but I was like,
Especially
a nice
like-
crispy lager. Let's go.
A hoppy
I know.
lager.
I'm okay with those.
Hoppy lager. Stop right
I
now.
know, right?
We have a whole other show
We're
about that.
working on a show based on hoppy lager. No,
So
I'm sure.
people, so when I worked the beer fest, and Ed can attest to this because you poured alongside me for 5 hours the last one. People are always like, well, which one's your favorite? Because I'll often bring the 3 Dales: the Dales Pale Ale, the OG, the Dales Light Lager,
Nice,
and then the Double Dales, the Dales Double IPA.
which is good.
And I love all 3, but like my typical go-to is that light lager.
Yeah.
That's what I'll keep on my fridge. And it's like, I don't want to get trashed. I just want to drink
Yeah.
something that tastes good with my dinner,
Yep,
And
absolutely.
that's kind of my porch pounder. That's my go-to.
porch pounder. Okay,
And by the way,
It's like, wow,
that's a
okay.
good say.
here's some
You're
insight.
welcome. You can use it now.
I'm gonna take that one.
I'm stealing that.
Yoink.
Here's some inside
Lawnmower beer.
information on beer festivals. If you ask somebody who's pouring, what's your favorite? It's going to be whatever they have in their hand.
Yeah, it's not anything.
And by hour 3, it's going to be whatever we are running out of or need to get rid of.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Like, at certain points, you don't have time for stupid questions.
So many
like
people,
that.
what's your favorite? And you're like,
This one.
the Dales. And they're like, I'll take the double. And you're like, well, why'd you even ask?
Right?
Why'd you ask? Just ask for the double.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
It had been a while. It had been a minute since I'd worked one. And I remember when I was green and naive and full of life and
I guess. Yeah.
and I just was like, yay, a beer fest. At the beginning of everyone, I was like, yay,
Absolutely.
people. Because I'm an extrovert. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
people. I genuinely love people. And I was like, yay, I love people. And then, Ed knows. I was like, at the end of it, I'm like, I hate everyone. Get out of my face. Go home. I've had enough.
wears you fast.
I've reached my max. I need to get out of here.
Reach my limit.
People are like, after
We're
party,
done.
I'm like, nope, I'm going home.
That's funny.
So,
be alone.
so besides a Guinness in Dublin, where's your favorite place to have a beer?
Oh, I mean, Madrid was pretty amazing last week. It was incredible. So yeah,
How was the weather?
it was like it was here. It was like highs in the 50s for the
really?
most part. It was kind of damp because they had rain. They'd had a massive downpour the day before I flew in. There was snow on the mountains, and it was like lows in the worst lows were in the 30s. It was like 30s and 40s. It was lovely.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Absolutely lovely.
into it.
Yeah,
Sounds awful.
it was great.
Hate all
Otherwise, my favorite place to have a beer.
the
like-
porch.
Yeah.
On our porch, just
At home.
pounding some
Yeah.
loggers.
At
Pounding
home.
porches.
At
home.
No, wait, not pounding porches.
Yeah.
Porch pounder. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that sounds.
And like
getting that all wrong.
where I came from, like I came from the Tucson beer industry, like the Tucson beer
sorry.
community, and Tucson.
Oh, yeah.
Tap and bottle is my heart.
I know.
That's my cheers. Yeah, that's my.
They're
home.
awesome.
I go there and I just like fills up my battery.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, we were in the basement. I think I think you guys were upstairs.
Yeah.
The beer that they made from, who was it? Borderlands. Borderlands made a beer.
A collab.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we were in the
Yes.
basement recording an episode, and everybody was upstairs.
That's right.
I love that basement.
The
That's
basement was
right.
crazy.
That was a long time
It's
ago.
a great place to hide whenever it gets too peoply upstairs.
Yeah,
during
I bet.
events.
And they
Oh,
show us
yeah.
like the door, and I was like, I'm not going in there. When
And I
there's
bet
a
it
door,
gets too people
it
in.
keeps going. It was like, that
Oh,
seems
yeah.
dead bodies are hidden back in there.
Dead bodies. Why'd you
The
say
stairs
that?
are roped off. That's for
Why'd
employees
you
only.
say
No, yeah, sorry.
Besides Monster and Oskar Blues, what's in your beer fridge right now? At home?
So I may have like one can left of the sneak preview that I gave you guys.
I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't get anything.
The Highlight Double IPA that
Get?
has not yet come to Arizona, but I got some samples of it. It was pretty tasty.
Is it pretty tasty?
So, our people did a gorgeous job making a double IPA out of Dales. That dip is so lovely. It does not taste like 9%, and they did an
That's always
equally
nice.
amazing job doing a double highlight where it's 10%. It's perfect 10, but it doesn't taste like 10. It's just so yummy, and it does taste like highlight, but it goes down smooth.
I'm into that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a couple sitting in my fridge right now.
Oh, okay.
And then,
Just dying.
Chris has had it.
I have.
And then there's, because it's I should
Butthead.
probably drink it. There's probably a celebration can in there too.
Yeah.
Because, what beer nerd doesn't love celebration when it comes out, man? Gotta love it.
This
My
beer
props.
nerd.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Chris loves the celebration.
So yeah, I don't go out and buy much beer because
Yeah.
I got samples and I got really good
get
beers.
it.
I get really good beers
Yeah.
for free that I keep on hand all the time for samples. So it's rare that I buy something. So it's got to be like that once, like it's only available for like one time a year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for that.
For sure.
Next,
Next.
She's right to next.
rapid round.
Oh, I just. Besides mustard, what should never be in a beer?
No. Oskar Blues did the French's mustard beer.
Yeah,
and
I remember asking for it. We didn't get it, so
it
that
was
was my jaded attempt to
I'm sorry.
take a
I'm
jab
sorry,
at you
my
for
love.
not
That was
getting
my jaded.
But no, I finally got to try it. So I did an incentive trip with some of my distributor people from the Phoenix area to the breweries in September. We went to Oskar Blues, we went to Denver and did all that. And we went to the brewery facility in Longmont, and they had rebrewed it. They couldn't, because the French's collaboration was like a one and done. It's called Blizzard King. And I begged
That's
them.
awesome.
I just begged them to send me a keg for Strong Beer Fest, and they were like, "No, sorry. That comes out of the Lions, the original facility pilot system that Juice does, and they don't sell that stuff out."
Blizzard
I was like,
King.
"It's so good. It's so
What a
good."
good name.
I was blown away by how much I loved it. It's a wheat beer. It's a mustard wheat beer, and
I'm
dude,
in. I'm
dude,
in.
I liked it way. I liked it way too much.
too much. I knew you were gonna say I liked it way too much.
Because I'm kind of past the whole hefts and the wheat beers. Like I
Yeah.
loved them for a time, but they're just they're a little sweet for me unless it's like a full blown like Belgian, which I'll still have like a place in my heart. But the mustard thing like made it so it kind of balanced it, so it wasn't too sweet.
yeah,
And I loved it.
Get a pickle beer and a
funny.
mustard beer, and then
that's so funny.
I'm
Like a
down.
burger?
I'm a pickle girl.
You want
I'm
sauerkraut beer, too?
Down
that's
for that
sauerkraut beer.
shit.
All right.
I am down for that.
You are
shit.
a pickle person, or you aren't. I truly believe that.
Just a whole
Absolutely.
Chicago dog
My daughter is also
set
a
up
pickle.
beers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm down.
yes.
for
I am
it.
not a pickle. I am not a pickle boy.
I'm
funny.
an Oklahoma girl, so when you go home, you eat fried pickles.
Oh, the fried pickles are fire.
Yeah. So that's yeah.
It's always an
It's a
exception to
thing.
the rule.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you got me back in. I'm back in. I'm
If
back
it's
in.
fried and I can dip it in ranch, in.
I forget what brewery is up north, but they had they have like pickle chips, like pickle fries, but like super thinly sliced, and they're fried. It's stupid. It's annoying. It's annoyingly good. So
I'm
yeah,
all
you
for
got
it.
me back at fried pickles.
All right, now the hard questions.
Send it.
What's the next beer trend?
I know. Good luck.
I can't foresee that. I don't have a crystal ball for that. I don't know. I mean,
Hard tea. Hard everything.
Hard teas are
Honestly,
blowing up.
They are because Twisted Tea's been big. When I was graduating high school, Twisted Tea was popular, but now it's amazingly how popular it is. Because
Yeah.
I grew up in Maine, rather, so I should say, qualify that.
Nice.
So I graduated in high school, and Twisted Tea was popular there, but now it's very popular out here. It is very popular.
it grew like 37% in the last year, I think. It's
insane.
nuts. It's nuts. That's why everybody's jumping in the game.
I was going
and
to say that's why we're looking at this nasty beast.
there's got to be a number 2.
It is delicious.
We're looking to be number 2, baby.
Yeah.
All right, so
Monster
I guess
Brewing.
I guess
like
we have to
that.
pause now since Sarah dropped Oklahoma and Nate said Maine. Chris, do you want to jump in with your Michigan minute?
So yeah. No, I'm good. I'll pass this.
R.I.P. Detroit
Really?
Lions.
We're-
Yeah, go. I am wearing a Lions shirt at the moment.
Yeah,
so.
you are.
It's a stone, by the way. In case
Yeah,
you're
he
wondering.
is.
We didn't coordinate.
I
It just happened.
jumped on that
Thank you.
wagon too. 'Cause
I love
was
dressing
like,
my children.
Wanted to.
I wanted it. I
so
wanted
bad.
the Lions to happen.
Me too.
I'm so
Don't-
sorry. I was so sad.
Don't feel stressed. Don't feel sad about dressing your kid in Lions gear stuff. I'm like, the kids. I'm like, here's a jersey. Put it on.
No, I didn't even dress him in it. He just
No.
walked out in it this morning. So
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just joking. I'm
Kids
just-
just cool.
Yeah. What?
Can't help it.
Yeah, my kids come up and they're dressed. I'm like, that's good. That looks good. Put on this jersey. This is for me. Okay, put this on for me. Yeah,
My kids are too old for me to influence what they wear.
That's not true.
Thank God. That's not true. What do you?
You can influence them till the day they die.
Every time they ask for money.
I was like, where are we going with this, Ed?
They need
That's
money.
not true. You can tell your kids do anything.
Yep.
Ed, where are you from?
I'm Arizona born and raised.
All right, then. We came
Just
full
like-
circle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like my wife, although she was born in Michigan, but
So you're
She
not like
left.
your
She's
wife
also
at all.
yeah no.
but she
So-
left when she was 3 months old, dude. She is born, as far as all intents and purposes, that girl is as Arizona as it gets. But she's like, I was born in Michigan. I'm from Michigan. It's like,
Yeah, she
Okay.
is.
It's
I need to meet your wife because I'm already in love with Chris and Ned's wives. So
she's a very nice person.
I believe
They all
Far-
like each other.
far
Our wives
nicer
like each
than
other.
I am.
we're huge. I'm huge fans.
Our wives.
I
get
just want to
together.
hang out with your wives
think-
one day. Can I
No
just,
shit.
can I
Our
put that-
wives get together more often than we do.
Yeah.
Can we just do like a special
crazy.
episode podcast? March 8th is
Oh,
International
my wife
Women's
would love
Day.
that.
Can we just do like a wives?
My wife loves craft
Let's
beer.
do it.
She'd be
Sure,
all
we'll have
over
our
it.
wives sit in for us
Yeah.
on the show.
She loves-
It'll
let's
probably
do
be
it.
more
She
entertaining.
loves.
We'll get more
That's true.
downloads.
Let's do it. Come on.
Cena also loves beer.
Cena's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Sorry,
we're
you know
friends.
Cena. Yeah, you
we're
know Cena.
we're
Okay.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah. My wife loves
we go way
beer.
back.
And she loves to pretend like she really knows a lot. So that'd be good. Be good. For
Yeah.
her.
Who does
really
that
good.
sound like on this show?
But I mean,
up,
like
Ed.
it's oftentimes when you meet like people that you just you click with and you're like, I really like this person. You're like,
Yeah.
"Ah, wait, I need to meet their other half. Like,
Right.
and then you meet the spouses and you're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I want to hang out with those people.
No, you'll be real disappointed. I'm just kidding.
You are so in the
My
doghouse.
wife, I know. I was gonna say, thank God my wife doesn't listen to every show. She'll listen to this one though, knowing my luck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this will
she
be the one.
will.
This will be the one. She's like, wait, what?
I always give my wife shit because I'm like, I always tell her I'm gonna sue her because I'm like, yeah, that's my joke. You took my joke. That's the thing I do. You doing it. I'm gonna sue your ass off. I used to say that because I'm like, that's you're me. Like
me. That's my
you're
thing.
funny because I exist. That's
Probably the complete opposite.
I
of
know,
that.
I know. But that's what happens though.
Yeah,
She's
it's
just
all
like-
give and take.
Yeah.
All right, break for a beer.
No, we're not done with the rapid round yet.
Okay.
Oh,
Jeez.
I'm
Describe the
sorry, I
Arizona
have to go
beer
to the
scene in
bathroom.
3 words.
Just 3.
3 words.
Nate hates this question for some reason.
I don't know
he
why.
hates putting limits on people. I
I do.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't like limits. You
Nate will get super sympathetic. He's like, "You can have 5. You can have a whole paragraph if you
know
want.
what?
Just describe
Take
it."
the next hour. Just whatever you need to do.
Okay. Community, collaboration.
Big
Love.
finish.
Nope, no, another C. You have to
No,
do
you
three
had
Cs.
that. You missed it. You should drop the ball. It should have been a C.
What was wrong with the last one? I liked it.
It's I've never been and I've worked in other industries
What's wrong with the last one?
because I'm
See, there he goes.
I am a little older than Chris alluded to, but no, it is the most collaborative industry I have ever had the pleasure of being a part of, and there is so much love, there is so much knowledge sharing, there is so much experience sharing, and the Arizona beer industry, like they know that,
Well,
rising tide lifts all boats. Like
Exactly.
it's good for everyone to share
exactly.
to share skills and knowledge.
I think that as opposed to just to
Derail us more.
No,
That's
just
how
to
it works.
just to continue from what you're saying. I think there's lots of industries that consider any other piece of business or any other business to be a problem, and Arizona craft beer does not operate in that way. A lot of times they work together immensely all the way through, and it's quite nice in that way.
That's one of the reasons why I'm so diplomatic is because you never know who's gonna own whom or who's gonna hire who,
Right.
and it's collaborative, it's incestuous, so you never know. But you never know who's gonna be part of what, and you don't want to burn any bridges because there's a lot of good people out there.
Absolutely, it's completely unnecessary.
Oh, is that what you're supposed to do?
No.
I was just walking around with torches.
Every
No.
time you're done with somebody, you always tell them to fuck off.
Flamethrower across that bridge.
That's
no,
how
I-
that works. You're supposed to beat me, by the way.
I think any time that, we have strong opinions about a place, I think it always comes from the fact that we want everybody to be better, per se. And I think not telling people that they're not doing well is not a good thing to do because they're just going to keep doing what they're doing, right? And so
right.
It can get frustrating
I know,
when you
and
see
I-
the potential.
And we don't want to be negative towards people, but we want to make
Right.
that their product's not as good as it could be.
And I can say from experience, I've been on the side of working for and representing a brewery that you guys maybe shat on a few of the beers a bit.
Yeah.
What
I-
did you two do?
Yeah.
And
Because I didn't have anything to do with it.
But obviously,
which-
I'm not too butthurt because
Which episode of Wilderness was that I talk shit about?
I know. I was gonna say it had to be
No.
Ed, it had to be you, and it had to be not me.
I don't want to say it again because it's
No.
just
Don't even.
it's the
It's fine.
notorious.
Just point at whoever's responsible.
Yeah, but
Okay, only me and Chris are pointing, but that's fine.
yeah,
The fingers are all pointing at Ed.
You know, it is what it
No,
is.
but-
It's a wonderful point. It's a wonderful point that, you know
But
what?
I still love you.
and we still love him. Ed's an important part of this show.
I'm with
Doesn't matter how hard he is to get along with.
No, I'm also with that though too. I think it should have been community collaboration and another C. We really missed out on that third C. It should have been another C.
cotton, citrus,
Like
no,
Arizona.
no,
It's got to be
the 5
like
C's of
the
Arizona.
5 C's.
Camaraderie.
The 3 C's of,
What are the 3 C's of Arizona? Let's
There
do
you
this
go.
back. Rewrite this back.
What
it
the
just seems
fuck?
too redundant. Community, camaraderie. Yeah.
But you were on a roll. It was right there. It was like,
sorry.
and then
But you put me on the spot. It's
Yeah.
rapid round.
That's
I wasn't
sorry.
given the questions in advance. Proof
That's
of
true.
that.
But you've listened to the show, so you've heard them
I mean,
before.
we should send our questions to our guest.
No,
ahead of time.
absolutely
Why
not.
not?
No.
What if she gives a bet? What if the next guest gives
Because
more
when she
in-depth
comes back
answers?
on the next time,
I'll be prepared.
then we have to check her
You're
against her
great. You're
previous answer.
great. Okay,
Yeah.
you're spectacular.
Aw,
No,
thank
you're
you.
great.
Thank you.
But you're the problem.
Fingers
Just
pointing
kidding.
at Ed.
on the other side of the
Just
table.
kidding.
No, when she does the show again, then we're going to compare her answers to see if she's a liar. Or not.
Okay, you're going to strong, right?
I was going to say, how long?
Yes.
How long is that from now? She's
We've done
supposed
that
to
before.
forget her answers.
We asked Ryan. Ryan was pretty consistent from
Yeah.
Dark Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
He
we,
gave like the
but
same
we see
exact
him once a
answers.
year. You
Exactly.
I know.
We used to.
And that's how consistent he was.
All right.
And Matt, I'm
And Matt.
the one that gives you all the like bring Matt back on the show because I love Matt Trethaway.
We do need to go up and see
Dude,
Matt.
That guy gives no fucks, and I respect the shit out of it.
man.
The darks, the way that's why I have one sticker on my car, and it's a Dark Sky sticker.
I love Dark Sky.
Don't get me wrong, I also have a little. The Red House did a little
Yeah.
Big Spill Pills sticker for just this is a Big Spill Pills can. That's also on my car.
So Ryan's
Sorry.
amazing, and Laramie is a rock star. I love
Laramie.
them both
Laramie's
dearly.
Ryan's wife.
There's right.
Oh, okay, yes,
Yeah.
I have met her. She is super nice. Sorry,
Yeah,
thank
she's
you.
a boss babe. I love her.
I met her. I think I met her at the last Strong Beer we did. She is super
Yeah,
nice.
they're excellent humans.
Yeah, very nice people.
Matt actually finally met Nate in person because he didn't think he was real.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was
Probably thought you had Paul Rudd calling
Yeah,
in.
He was genuinely surprised to meet me.
He thought it was just like Jeff in a wig or something. He didn't realize it was
He
a different
came out
person.
from
It was-
behind the table. I had never been so happy. I was like, stop.
Yeah, he was
Hey,
like,
hey,
what?
Where were you? I brought back the inflatable sofas at their request.
They did. She did. It was awesome.
And you weren't there.
I know. I'm sorry.
It was so nice. It's so
I'm not
nice.
all around all the time.
I'm bringing them again.
Don't worry. If you're on the show, you just tell. We'll just.
What do you mean,
I'll know
if?
ahead of time, and I'll always be there. Okay.
All right.
Your best/worst unsolicited advice. I'm sure you've had plenty of things mansplained to
You're
you
pretty-
in
you're
this
pretty-
industry.
What's your
I
most
was gonna say,
mansplaining?
yeah, I'm sure it's been rough.
Yeah. Worst. Worst is I'm Craft Beer Betty on all the socials.
Right.
I have a few followers.
A couple.
There's a dark side to it occasionally. For the most part, it's really good, and I meet amazing people because and I met my best friend through Instagram because we both had craft beer accounts.
That's cool.
But there's like the occasional dude that
Yeah.
they just post beer cans. They have no profile photo. You have no idea who this
I'm-
like anonymous follower is.
No comment.
And then they send you these angry messages, instant messages, like
Yeah.
after you've like left a sales call where I'm just doing my job. And they're like, you didn't even like say hello. You didn't smile. You looked like you were in a bad mood. I thought you were friendlier than that. Like you should smile more. And I was like,
yeah, that's
are you,
sexist as hell.
Are you kidding me?
that's crazy.
Wow.
I wasn't working an event. I wasn't working the room. I had no obligation to like say hello and greet everyone that was at the bar. I was dealing with the owner. What in the world? Yeah. So
Yeah, that's a little,
extremely rare.
that's a little wild. That's a bummer.
Right,
That's a
but
bummer.
but the majority
You know,
is amazing
to see
because
how much that occurs.
Because like I don't know if you saw it because people would come up to me like when I'm pouring at the beer fest, people come up and they know me and they're like, oh my
yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
They're like,
They're excited to see you, I'm sure.
I loved like blah 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 that happened or like your trip to Spain looked amazing, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and they say hello and they're awesome,
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
then
say-
I'm like I got to go back and go like okay. Yep. Okay. I'm following them back. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Because they're
that's
just
nice.
sweet, genuine humans, and
Yeah.
that's the part of the community that I love. That's why I do
Absolutely.
it. That's why I keep it public.
That's nice.
Listen,
and I'm glad
Nate,
I'm
Nate's
glad
told
it's
me
more.
I need to smile a couple times.
That's not
before.
true.
But-
It's super true. No, I'm just kidding.
And he does, but I mean, it's
It's nice. It's
Men don't get that.
it's nice. It's more
It's
positive
women.
than negative.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It is sad. It is odd. It is odd. The double standards are just crazy. Still even in 2024. So
yeah, that's
it's
not changing anytime
Yeah, I was gonna say
soon.
it's not. Just people think just because a year changes, things change. This is not. Unfortunately, it's not
No.
the case. So
No. But you know what? I'm in my 40s and I give no fucks.
right, yeah,
So,
fucking
yeah,
A.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And we'll get into more
Hell
of that,
yes.
but we have the
Hell
final
yes.
question, appropriately, your
Get
deathbed beer.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
And or final meal if you want to
Pair it
do a
up.
pair it up.
I always like to pretend you're asking me.
Why don't you start and I'll think about it.
He's answered this question like 3 times and it's changed every time.
Deathbed beer now. It's gonna be a West Coast IP. It's gonna be a West Coast. I want a clean West Coast before I die. I want a nice clean West Coast IPA before I die. I'm gonna say that. That's it. That's all I got for you. It doesn't matter who makes it. When Wren House probably made it.
Thank- that was-
Does
that
it
was-
not make? Does it not make a difference? Doesn't make a difference because you just made it make a difference.
Fresh. Okay.
You named
okay.
it.
I know the beer. I know the beer.
green. If I could get Green Flash's West Coast IPA, I'd die with that any day.
Oh,
But
the
we all know
original
they don't make
OG.
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
done.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
all over with.
That ship sailed.
Do you think someone owns a recipe?
I'm sure someone does.
Where the fuck is that? I'll drink it.
That's
Where's
proprietary
my language?
information.
Where's the frig is that? I
So
don't-
okay. So I figured out the beer. It's White Oak Highlight, fresh White Oak Highlight from Cigar City. So they
Oh, that's your beer.
centrifuge it on oak spirals.
None.
Nice.
No way.
So
Like,
it's
none.
so it's a
No
fresh
way.
so it's a fresh American IPA, but it has the oakiness
Yeah.
and like the little hints of like vanilla from the oak.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
good?
thing. It's a beautiful thing. I wish I could get it to Arizona, but I've
I
sadly
know.
Arm wrestle somebody.
I know had it, and when I visit Tampa, it's a beautiful thing, and their peach.
I'm gonna be in
peach
Pensacola
highlight.
this year. I might hit you up,
So
ask me
good.
where I can find
Get
it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Get a cake and just bring it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got it,
All
brother.
right, thanks, bro.
Done.
yeah.
Done.
And the meal
Redstone.
is gonna be sushi.
He's over there.
Sushi's my favorite. I could
Ooh-wee.
eat sushi every day. So it'd have to be like some
Friggin'
bomb
A.
sushi and some White Oak Highlight.
I'm in.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I was dead, if I'm dying, West Coast IPA, crispy West Coast IPA. I actually know what. All of us, you're dying. What kind? It doesn't. It can be. It can be a specific beer.
He's not
we're all
dying.
slowly dying.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
well.
dead in a month.
You know.
Okay, specific beer.
Sounds like he's threatening.
Damn.
He's pointing at
does.
me.
listen,
This
what
is
beer do you
harsh.
want in a month? Then?
Wow.
Cena comes to see you. You're on your deathbed. She brings
Okay.
you what brew?
He
Protect
spit
Ed.
that out way too fast for him to not thought about that before.
So many
Wow.
times I laid awake at night thinking of Ed.
Stop it. You're my
Dying in
best
bed.
friends. You're dying though. Okay. Cena comes to see you in a hospital. What brew is she bringing you?
Can I answer for Chris first before I
No.
go to my
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
answer
can
for me.
actually,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Actually,
So
yes.
for Chris, it's Diamond Dust.
Oh God, I would drink
Okay.
a lot of that.
No,
And
you're
then
still getting asked.
Right now, for me, I have to say it's the extra juicy bits from WeldWorks.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was extremely good. But I mean, a beer you can get all the time. You're gonna die without
Hey, it's
that
in
one.
Arizona now. It's at Trevor's has extra juicy
All right,
bits.
fine.
They do.
Chris,
I got some there.
you're dying. Becky's coming to see you. What's she bringing
She's
you?
gonna bring me whatever I ask her. She's bringing me not that. She's gonna bring me the wrong beer. She's gonna be like,
Hey,
I thought you wanted this one.
She's gonna bring you that shock
That
top
woman
that's
is
been in your
amazing.
fridge.
Oh, I
for-
know, but she's gonna just in spite be like, "Oh, you want a double diamond dust? I brought you."
That is so. Yeah, she brings you a Lagunitas.
Yeah, she's probably like, "I need this." I'm like, God, come on. I'll
Come
drink it. I'll
on.
drink it. It's fine.
I'm dying. That's
Becky's better
so
than that.
funny.
Here's an
I don't
apple
care what you
orchard.
say about her.
So funny.
Here's a cider from Apple Orchard.
That's what I would do. That's my sinister, just. I'll get her.
She'd bring me not what I want.
If my wife did, that's what I would do. I'd be like, here you go, and then I'd be like, I'm just joking. Here,
I'm sorry.
I gave her the right one, but I'd literally have to mess with her first,
That hurts my stomach. That's so funny.
just because that's what we do
okay.
in my family.
All right.
That's love.
Well, no, that I just imagined she just didn't care. You know,
Aw,
I don't know. That's
come
that's why it
on.
made me laugh so hard.
Oh,
She's like, here's a double. Here's a Lagunitas. Here, you know,
like, is this right?
Is that good? No, it's not. Well,
It
I
said
love
double
you.
on it. I don't know.
See, stop talking shit, man.
Me?
Look at you.
She's not going to listen
You
to
say
this.
Ed's the only one that talks shit.
She's not going to listen to this. It's fine.
Yeah.
Becky's not going to listen. It's fine.
I'm defending Lagunitas is my point.
Oh.
You're missing it
No,
entirely.
okay. I drink Lagunitas all the time, and not only that, what's the
you're
Lagunitas they have?
defending Lagunitas.
What's the Lagunitas they stock at Mullet? The other, not the regular, the other one.
Not the person.
You know what I mean? The colorful
IPA?
one.
Oh,
the colorful one. It's like dry hopped, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
I forget what it's called. Yeah,
anyway, just so you know, that Lagunitas is very good. I like it very much. The Lagunitas
be for like
Lagunitas is
$16
actually a good beer.
can.
The point being, you asked for that, and she just, Lagunitas being very easy to get.
Right.
Nonetheless, are we ready for a little break? Because
Yeah.
I see almost four.
Was that the final?
Yep, the
Okay,
deathbed was
all
the
right.
final.
Oh, was it? Okay, I just wanted more
All right.
beer.
We'll be back.
Bye.
No, we'll be back.
No, goodbye. We're back.
Woo.
Welcome back.
Only wait. Oh, check yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's very important that you make sure your hair is straight on the show.
That's a nice photo.
It is. We're
There we
cute.
go. That was a nice. Yeah, we are. We're a couple of cuties.
You and discount Paul Rudd.
I'm Dollar General Paul Rudd. I don't like that joke, but it is funny. Sarah, that's enough.
Honey, why do you always close your eyes during sex?
Yeah.
I gotta get it in my head.
I'm done here. I'm going home. I'm just joking. That's too funny. Dollar General Paul Rudd here for you. No big deal.
We'll leave the light on.
We'll leave the light on for you. What's that? Stay for? No, I think it's. I was gonna say, I think it's. Are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's not?
Maybe it's 8. I don't know.
I think it's Holiday Inn.
Anyone who calls me is now going to understand why I have Paul Rudd recording my voicemail.
I can't wait. I'm ready to go. I was thinking about it. I was like,
You got a
Nice.
side business?
hi, it's Paul Rudd. You've reached Sarah's phone.
Yep.
Who'd have thought? Not me. And that's it. And then it just clicks. You know?
Yeah.
You like
My
that?
bosses will be so confused.
The answer machine, you're like, press play.
Click. Anyway. Oh, yeah, I got beer.
Wait, what?
I got a
You
West
forgot
Coast.
a step.
I got beer waiting for me. Be right back.
All right, be back.
Yeah,
All right.
he's not very professional.
All right.
I went
No,
back
we're-
to
we're good.
the loggers.
Well, Nate's gone. Let's get a quick rundown of your craft beer path.
Pedigree.
Yeah, where did you start?
We're at a dog
How'd
place.
you get from Oklahoma to
Tucson.
Monster Energy?
Tucson to...
Yeah, Tucson.
I was born.
Listen, you take a left at
Let's put on a small...
you take a left at Albuquerque. That's how you get from Oklahoma to Arizona.
Okay, well, done. Step 1. Check.
Yeah, I'm from Pryor, Oklahoma, also known as Pryor Creek. It's a small town, about 6,800 people,
Dang.
about 45 minutes from Tulsa. My dad and his father did real estate. My parents did real estate. I come from a long line of realtors, so 3 out of my 4 grandparents were in real estate.
Nice.
My 90-year-old grandfather is still a realtor in Pryor, Oklahoma. He just retired from calf roping.
What?
Man's
outta
like Sean
here.
Connery. He's like,
I was gonna say,
Dude, that's
he's-
insane.
He won't stop because that's what
He
keeps
won't
him
stop
going.
working. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I was literally bred for sales and was brought up with the culture of diplomacy and not talking about politics or religion in business. And, and horses. So my
And horses.
Wait, you don't
horses.
talk
So I
about
grew up on
horses?
a-
Let's talk about horses.
So I'm a ranch girl. I grew up on a farm, and
That's awesome.
we had cattle and we had horses. My dad bred paint horses, and then
My wife would be hilariously jealous.
so and then thoroughbreds
Disgustingly
in Lexington, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Almar Arabians in Tucson
Dang, that's cool.
in the late '80s. So that landed me in Arizona, and then I grew
Yep.
up in Tucson. My dad worked for the University of Arizona's equine program.
Awesome.
And I spent 14 years in the mattress industry. And then
And 13 of that was going out of business.
Shut up, Ed.
No.
How dare you, bro?
What? Every
I learned
mattress
a
store
lot.
you see are they're
Always
going out of business.
Going on a business sale.
Nah, dude. She sold mint mattresses.
I
dude.
was in the commercials, guys.
Just joking.
There's like old
Wait, is
YouTube
there old
videos.
school?
You're in the
There's
commercials?
There's old YouTube videos
I'm in.
of
All right,
like,
hold on. We got
of like 20 something Sarah
We'll post-
doing like, we're the nobody who beats everybody's prices at MedMart.
Oh, we
Shit
know
you
what
not.
clip is going up on
I shit you
for the
not.
show.
She remembers doing that. That was good.
You do a lot of takes. it gets ingrained.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not listening.
Yeah, Nate, she's a professional. She doesn't pound on the table.
I know. I've been doing this show for years, and I'm table pounding today. I haven't done that in years.
No, that's the company that like I grew up in. I was an absolute introvert, and I was like the shyest child ever until like, you know, somewhere in those 14 years.
I was gonna say, Dad's like, you ready to do a commercial?
No, the owner called me the daughter he never had. He never had kids,
shoot.
and he loved me, and he put me in the commercials.
And that was okay. It was like that.
And I was the one that would proofread all the copy and that would like complain the most about the advertising. And he's like, okay, so you're the marketing manager. I'm like, cool. Yeah, thanks.
Whoops.
So I got the company. I got the company started. I went to the social media conferences, and I got the companies. All right. You know, but I learned a lot, and I ended up. He encouraged us to participate in our community, and I got involved in Local First Arizona. I also joined the Chamber of Commerce in Oro Valley, Northern Arizona.
Very cool.
Northern Pima County. And I was on the board of directors. I was the chair of the board of directors for the Chamber of Commerce.
Very cool.
I had to do public speaking. I had to
this
introduce
is weird.
the state of the town, the mayor at the state of the town.
But this is cool.
I emceed like awards galas, and that kind of broke me out of my shell into the woman who I am today.
Developed who you are now.
Yeah.
The wonderful Sarah.
Who has no fear and gives no fucks.
That's awesome. Hey, what a development.
And then I followed my passion down the rabbit hole of the Unibrew beer and became a beer girl.
I was going to say where you're at now. It's a very awesome history and a very cool little path you took.
Long story long.
Hey, but you know what?
This is the show for it.
This is the friggin' A. Yeah, this is the show for it. But that's just a really cool story. I love it.
Thanks.
Really do.
Thanks.
It's nice to see someone, or hear about somebody just kind of just earning that, getting their way, working their way, making the right decisions.
Found what I loved.
Making the correct decisions.
Threw myself into it. You do what you love. You never work a day in your life.
We still talking about horses?
No.
Yeah, Arabians and Tucson dog. Yeah,
no. I love my industry. I mean, it's like I said, it's the most collaborative industry I've ever been a part of. It's the most. There's so much fellowship. Like I grew up in. I grew up in Oklahoma, so that's
different.
Like small town.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be different.
It's the religious like Christian bubble, Tornado Alley. I kind of replaced that cultural fellowship that I grew up in of church with the craft beer community, which is very loving, collaborative, and that just replaced that for me.
Yeah,
in my personality, that fills the niche.
They're supportive people.
Yeah,
they really are.
Yeah,
I was in ran the other day, and just because I said hi to Drew, they're like, "How do you know Drew?" I was like, we just do a podcast. They're like, let me give you the industry discount. I was like, thank you. I appreciate that.
Aww.
But and it makes me feel good.
Hashtag I know the owner.
Yeah, every once in a while it makes me feel good, you know? And they're like, why are you, literally the lady's like, why are you talking to Drew?
She's gatekeeping for him.
Yeah, like, how do you know? I was like, I'm not
a girl.
But none.
Give her a raise.
But it's just nice that the community is like that. It doesn't matter that Drew owns Rent House and is doing big, and you are who you are, doing big things.
Who am I?
You are running. You're bringing us Monster Brewing Company. I mean, that's
pretty cool.
I was gonna say that's pretty damn cool. If you have to, I don't give a damn. That's a big corporation. That's kind of cool.
I know. I'm craft beer Betty. I know. I get it.
No,
but I fucking love my company, dude. Like I work for the best people in the industry, and I am so appreciated, and I couldn't be happier.
I know there's multiple ways to look at it, but it's cool that Monster cares that they're going to say we're called Monster Brewing Company. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're all one team.
That shows an effort. That just going under that naming convention alone. I don't know. It shows a real. It's just coming together. Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know. It's just very cool. I think that's good. I think it's very smart.
Were you on my company call yesterday morning?
I wasn't.
It sounds like you were.
Guy?
I just think it's smart.
No, it really was.
It's
it was
a pretty good decision.
It was like we're no longer a collective of small companies. Like we're all one company. Yeah. We're all one team. We're all one family.
It's something that I think other companies don't do, and because it takes guts. In my opinion, because you could be.
Did you just buy stock during the break?
Shut up! Wow. I like Sarah. I say what I say.
He's outside for a bit, talking to his broker.
No.
Yeah, it's like
MEC,
just-
baby. MEC.
It's just interesting to look. It's just interesting to look at a company and not. Is Coke gonna go into called? Is Coca-Cola gonna be the Coca-Cola Brewing Company? Is Red Bull gonna become the Red Bull Brewing Company? We've seen Monster at different levels at craft beer festivals for many years. You know what I mean?
Right.
As far as where their involvement is, and so I just think it's very interesting now and very intriguing and kind of exciting for them that they're just going to go ahead and own it and call it, Monster Brewing. It says monsterbrewing.com on there. That's very cool. I wish them the buck. Do I think they're going to be coming in and undercutting, the other places that produce crap? No, but that's different. It's a different goal. It's just good for them.
It's a different product.
It's very good for them.
And my life is.
I think it's smart.
Feels very surreal at times because becoming part of this Monster family and hanging out with the professional bull riders and
FNA.
the NASCAR people and the
They're in
professional
every
athletes.
sport.
Like,
that's
sick.
what it is.
like
Chris.
Cowboy Cerrone from
The sports?
UFC.
Yeah,
They're
it's,
in every
it's,
sport.
It's a NASCAR. That's
They-
why Nate's a fan.
No, they're in MotoGP.
They're
they
not.
are in
they're not in
literally.
stick and ball. Like we're in like Formula One.
They
we're
are
in
in
NASCAR.
every sport, dude. Like I
Motocross,
watch
Supercross. Yeah.
Watch the Ocho.
some
and
of my
they're everywhere.
some of my favorite race companies. Like I watch a lot of motorcycle racing. They got that Monster right there, and it's just they're big. They are who they are. But I just think it's very cool that they're doing what they're doing. I don't,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
What I was going to say is it's not just that, but Monster
Sorry,
as a sponsor. No, it's all right. Monster as a sponsor and like becoming like hanging out with these athletes that are sponsored by Monster. They took me aside and they're like, Sarah, this is like unlike any other company. Any other, like the bull riders were like, I hung out with
that's sweet.
with Chase Outlaw from near my
That's cool.
hometown in like Arkansas. He broke every bone in his face within the last 18 months. And he came back like 6 months later and he was competing. And now he's got he was in a walking boot in November when we hung out at the Tucson championship. He said, this is unlike any other sponsor. So any other companies, they only pay them when they're riding. They only pay them when they're competing. But Monster is a family and they take care of their people and they're taking care of him like while he's in rehab to like go through
Keep going.
to get back to competing.
That's awesome.
And for that, because Monster has that culture,
They seem that way.
They're so loyal and dedicated to it. It's a family.
I'm just gonna say this: if he would have been sponsored by Red Bull, he wouldn't have landed on his face because he would have had wings.
Boom.
Very nice.
Dang.
Moving right along. What's
No, come on, that was a good joke.
okay?
Drink this real quick.
All right, we'll take a moment. We'll take a moment for it. That was a good job. Good job.
To bring it back to reality and give this show some credibility, because Nate's moving on from his Renhouse era
Fanboy
to
to
his
Monster.
Monster.
No, Darkside was in the
You
middle.
guys will just
Yeah.
turn
You know
your
what?
mics up. Look,
Okay.
Nate and I are just
Have you-
going. We're going.
Since you've
hang on
gone
a second.
so big time, hold on. Since
right,
you've gone
fine.
so big time, have you gotten
He's lucky yet it's a show.
pushback in the craft beer community?
No.
Not
No,
a-
I mean, I'm still like the guild still keeps me on their annual women's collaboration brew planning committee. I'm on there with like Leah Huss and Kristen Drews and McLean from the shop, and like we're still a community, and they still because I still put in the work, and I still because it's so collaborative, and because there's so much love and community, right?
Yes.
Bringing back to my
Get it
my
together.
Camaraderie.
speed round.
Camaraderie is the
The camaraderie, yeah.
Off the third seat.
No, it's still so important for me to participate and be part of this community and supporting the women in it because beer and a lot of industries are very male dominated. It's important for me to be part of that, and they still let me be part. They still let me sit at the table. They don't kick me out because I'm out of state.
It's not even you're involved. But let me ask you. Okay, explain to us how Monster Brewing Company produces. Explain to us how the hierarchy goes with Dale's, all that. What does Monster Brewing Company produce at this point? What breweries do they own?
Okay, so the companies that we are Oskar Blues out of Longmont, Colorado. That's the first.
Right.
Then Monster acquired Squatters and Wasatch out of Salt Lake City.
Okay.
Then Cigar City Brewing out of Tampa, Florida.
Nice. That's right.
I may get the order wrong with these two. Deep Ellum
whatever.
Brewing out of Dallas and Perrin Brewing in Michigan.
Okay.
Chris just perked up.
Oh, Michigan. Nah.
Michigan.
No,
Yeah.
And this is a good question. It's nice
Yeah.
to know what's under the what you guys
Right.
have.
And Perrin and Deep Ellum are not distributed in Arizona. We had some mixed packs that had like Easter eggs from them in there for a while. We briefly, for about 7 years, I think, we owned Three Weavers Brewing out of Southern California. Sold them back because they wanted to put a brewery location in the Hollywood Bowl. So they did that. And then Monster acquired us 2 years ago this month on the 16th or 17th. I think the sale closed. And they rolled in some equipment to improve our Wild Basin hard seltzers at Longmont's Oskar Blues facility, and made some improvements so that we could adapt and start producing the Beast Unleashed there as well. So the Wild Basins are made there. The Beast Unleashed 12-packs are made there. And I believe we're set to do some improvements at some of our other breweries in the country to also start producing. But we also have off-site contracted facilities that make like the 16-ounce cans, the 24-ounce cans for the Beast Unleashed and Nasty Beast.
Nice. Hey, I find that extremely interesting information.
Well, I actually had a question, and kind of to roll back a little bit. So this is something that like I've thought about, and we talked about a little bit, but like, and it seems it's hard because we're a bunch of guys, we're a bunch of dudes, but we want to support women in brewing. And how do we do that without looking like that we're, trying to be a bunch of dudes trying to, what I'm saying? Like, it's like
you guys have never come off as
condescending is
or
the word,
patronizing.
Maybe? No, patronizing.
No.
I think it's.
I wouldn't be here if you did.
Well, like when like people
see Nate
when people highlight.
Hey, I'm still part of the podcast.
Well, they go to they're like, listen, there's a woman brewer brewing this. Like that to me seems why does it matter? Like is that a big thing or no? Like should we highlight that or should we not highlight that?
Why not?
Well,
okay. So
it
I'll let
seems like
you
a
in.
thing to highlight.
I'll let you in on a little like secret that's not a secret. Tucson's craft beer community is blowing up with female brewers and brewsters. Yeah. I mean, that's the term, brewsters for women. There are so many. So being involved with the annual Women's Collaboration Brew that we do every year, which we did in a Dragoon a month ago. Those beers will be out soon. I'm also part of the Pink Boots Society, which is an organization for women in craft beer, or women in beer.
Yeah.
And there is an incredible community of young women in Tucson that are doing amazing things. And I highly recommend you guys take a road trip. I will connect you with the people to talk to because they're doing some really great stuff.
Yeah.
And it makes me so happy and so excited. They are putting Tucson on the map for Arizona for beers. But yeah, there's some crazy cool shit going down in Tucson.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we want to support women in craft brewing, but we don't want to like again, so like patronizing, like
absolutely.
It's
no,
like that's just one of those things. It's like it's a hard because I think it would be.
Don't
easier.
worry, Chris. I'll always let you know if you're being patronized.
Thank you.
No, I mean, and I'm grateful for you having me on. Like, I feel like I'm grateful because I'm just the sales side. Like I'm just the one that's out front, like being the face of the brands, and I love doing that. People have often asked me, including Matt Trethway, when are you going to open your brewery? And I'm like, never.
Never.
I've seen that job. I love you, but I don't want that job.
Right.
But no, I am so supportive of the people who sign on for that, and the entrepreneurs that start this business because
it's a certain love. It takes a certain
and passion.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
But I am far too extroverted to ever be a brewer. Like
Yeah.
I've seen that work. I've done it. I've done the collaboration brews. I love and respect it. I don't want that job.
Yeah.
I need to be out and talk to people.
Yeah.
Can I tell my Sarah big time story?
Oh no, what is that?
You don't need to be hidden.
Oh my gosh,
we
what
need
is that?
We need to have you-
When
Go
Sarah
ahead.
big timed it.
What is this?
You got
So-
big leagued by Sarah,
No,
dude?
Yeah, she totally big timed it. We were talking about
Don't take anything he says serious. He is so full of it.
we were talking about like home brewing and brewing beer and like collabs and stuff like that. And like we were just talking about home brewing, and then she was like, "Why would I homebrew? Do you know the breweries I could call to do a collab with?"
And have like when I have a girlfriend's like, can you make me like a peach saison for my wedding? I'm like, yeah, sure. Let me like text a few
Done.
friends.
So I was like, that's awesome. Like that's the best answer to that question. Like if a home brewer ever walks up to Sarah and be like, "Do you homebrew?" And
As
be
a
like,
personality
"Do you know
type, I'm
who
one of
I could call.
I'm a connector. So I'm the one that like I love to make friends with everyone, and I'm the one who like categorizes it. And it's like if I meet you and you have a need and you need to be connected with this group of people that I know, I'm going to put you in place with that. If I like you I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna bring you all these people around you and get you those connections that you need to make your career take off. Because I love nothing more than supporting my friends and seeing their potential and helping that grow. That's part of who I am.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I have no desire to buy the equipment.
No.
Store the equipment.
Well, when you know what you're good at, it's important to do what you're good at. And if you can
know
make
my strengths.
Exactly. No, seriously. I mean, if you can make good money doing what you're good at, it's time to do what you're good at. You know what I mean? And
I gotta say, I do beer because I love it. I still don't make what I did in the mattress industry.
No shit.
Get
the fuck out of here.
I'm here because I love this shit,
Well, those
not because
commercials
of the
blew
money.
up pretty big.
Okay,
So, I mean,
it's time to get back to the mattress factory then. I'm just
those
kidding.
markups are crazy.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, what a wonderful industry. But I hope that surpasses someday.
Oh, sure.
Because I think that you are very much
I'm not complaining.
worth that amount.
I'm not complaining. I love what I do.
Monster needs to hang their hat on somebody that can represent multiple brands.
I am very fortunate to be loved and valued for my strengths, and I'm with a company who really grows its people and sees what their strengths are, and they're like, okay, you're going to be good for this someday.
Yeah.
When we get to this department, we're going to tap you for that resource.
If you're doing what you're doing, it's not. I mean, I have to imagine it's not just because you're good at one thing; it's because you're good at many things.
Well,
so,
thank you.
Well, absolutely.
Nate wants to know who we write our strongly worded letter to in Monster. That's what we wants to know. Let's get to the point.
I don't need it.
Send
They know.
me some emails.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't feel loved and respected and
That's
valued.
great.
Yeah.
Good.
No, that's why I stick around.
It makes it different. I mean, it really does. Who you work
Absolutely.
for and everything. It always
Absolutely.
does.
Yeah.
It's just very obvious.
Same with a relationship.
Yes.
If you feel loved and valued and appreciated, you got your shit.
100%.
You're there.
By the way, we just came up with two
Just give him the finger.
two ideas for
Fucking
stickers.
A, dude.
2 ideas for what?
Two ideas for stickers and or beer collabs. One would be
was that?
the Brewster Club. That would
I
be
like
a
that.
fun way
That's a
to
good one.
support.
Nice.
And then the other one would be the Craft Beer Mattress Club.
How do you give all our
Not
secrets
fair.
away on air?
No,
That's so weird.
that's too. That's no, that just sounds dirty.
It's the point.
That's the point.
I know.
That's the
Well, I could have went with stained mattress.
No.
That's the entry
Let's
level.
go with
The stained
craft beer.
mattress club.
Let's go with the craft beer mattress salesman. Okay, there we go.
No.
All right, none of them. We will go with none of them.
how many beers can we fit in this mattress?
Yeah. Well, we'll go with honestly, Sarah, it's a real pleasure to have you on because it's nice to see. We've known you for years.
Yeah.
We really, truly have known you for years, and it's so silly that this is one of the very first times we've sat down.
Well,
She's busy. She
with
is a
solely
big time for
you.
us.
no.
She's too big time for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nate
His mic
unscrewed his
just fell.
microphone. But to go
Holy
and to kind of
shit.
bring it to present day. So when you pour at beer festivals, and this will bring us to Strong Beer Fest.
Yes.
You have your Oskar Blues tent usually,
Yes.
and then you have your Monster tent.
Correct.
So for people who've been there, Chris,
Yep.
you saw these Monster girls pouring all these hard teas and stuff.
Correction.
And then you saw this
Okay.
schlub.
They were not Monster Girls.
Oh, sorry.
They were not monsters.
Monster Girls are an elite group of models. They get brought out for big events.
Oh, so that's like a
Oh, they're big time.
No,
I'm not
they
joking.
legitimately are.
I'm
And,
not joking.
Like I've
I'm
had
with
the
you.
pleasure. I've had the pleasure of working with a lot of these ladies.
Only
because
because I've watched a lot of NASCAR races in my time, I know that it's not a joke.
But it's
a big time thing.
If you watch them, you'll also see them at the professional bull riding events. You'll see them at all the other events. So they there's and they'll fly around.
I don't know if you've ever heard of MotoGP, but that's an international sport. Like it's international. Monster is extremely representative.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
no.
they're very much.
This is American.
And
right?
I
We
watch,
don't care about
I
international
wake up.
things.
I wake up at
yes,
5
I have-
a.m. I drink a beer and I watch a MotoGP race. So for me, it's Monster, baby.
And those monster girls are well versed, well trained, just as the athletes that we sponsor are. They know the product, they know the brands, they know the flavor points. They can speak to them at a high level. But here in Arizona,
That's sick. I'm sorry. I'm not even being sarcastic.
I have a
That's
team. I have a
dope.
team of really great. Women that are my brand ambassadors that I hire for certain events, and they do some events for me, and they are trained on the product and they know it really well. But I just they're
Okay.
They're
Well,
not.
thanks
They're not
for that.
technically
And
monster
I'm not
girls.
trying to disparage
They're
that.
amazing,
I'm not.
yeah.
Of course not.
But
So,
of course
so
not.
to answer Ed's question before he even asks it, I'd rather look at them than you, Ed. That's literally my yes. I go get some monster from them.
So you had
attractive young women.
Yeah,
and then this schlub of Ed.
Yeah,
there.
and then you had me at the Oskar Blues tent.
I mean,
are we going to see that transition when
are
you
you
go
kidding
to
me?
Monster Brewing?
Do you know, like, whenever I do samplings and they're like, where's like the promo models? Like, why don't you have promo models? And I'm like, hi, yeah, I'm actually the rep that like knows and sells the product. I represent it, and I'm the one that sells it. And if you have any questions, I'm your girl. I'm not 20.
They should be
I'm not
so
25.
lucky.
So I've gotten that too. It's not just you.
That being said,
I'm saying, are we going to see that transition with the Monster Brewing? Or
not just Monster Boys.
Are we going to have like a giant billboard
Boys.
of Monster, the Beast, and the Tarty, and then the beer? Is it going to be just like a giant?
Nah, it's still
going
to
try and keep it
It's
separate?
still going to be like yours truly doing the Oskar Blues and Cigar City promos, and the trained brand ambassadors that I have, my support staff that do the Beast and the Nasty Beast.
Listen, you need three guys named Dale.
Yeah.
To hang out at the booth.
I do. Everyone
Dale. This is my brother Dale. This is my brother Dale.
I will tell you that was not what I was expecting.
Daryl, and my other brother Daryl. It's Dale, and my other brother Dale.
Yeah.
I love it.
The
I love
amount
the
of
Bob
people
Newhart
that
callback.
asked
It's great.
which one of you is named Dale
Gen X.
was ridiculous.
High five.
Wait, what? Which one of us was named Dale?
People came up to us and asked us that. Like, are
Not
you
me.
Dale?
Not me.
Yeah,
obviously.
no, they think you're Dale.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. No,
Daryl.
Just to put a bow on it, I'm sorry. As a motorsport,
Come back to the motorsport GT.
Have another beer.
as a motorsport fan, no, because you will only find motor. The one thing about Monster is, I mean, they are well representative across multiple motorsports. I mean, I'm going to motocross in a couple weeks, and I'm, they're well represented, and I just think it's very cool that they also find themselves
I'll be there.
doing what they're doing. I'll be there as well with my whole friggin' family.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Because it's just,
Yeah, but you're not going to be there like she's going to be there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like.
You're gonna big time. You're gonna big
Now
time.
I
Sarah.
know her though, so now we are. And I'm
You're gonna leave your family behind and
JK.
just go,
I know.
Sarah.
Sorry,
He's
honey,
like,
I gotta go.
I
Sarah,
gotta go hang out with the athletes.
She only pretty lady down there with blonde hair. I'm gonna go see her. Be right back.
She only had one pass. Sorry.
Regardless, though, I just think that's kind of a really interesting, awesome aspect of Monster. They are truly a supporter of different motorsports. For me personally, that's what I love about it, I think that's very cool. So I just really love that you were on. I love that they got. I love that they were smart enough to hire you. Kiss my ass. Anybody who thinks I'm just kissing ass, I genuinely think what a smart hire, because you actually know stuff in Arizona. You know what's going on here. You have your finger on the pulse of it. So it's quite a smart decision for them to do what they did with you. I just think that.
What's your Venmo again?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you feel weird, Chris? Should we leave?
I'll take a shower in a minute. There's a H2O faucet over there.
I love you too, you big chubby bastards. But you know what? I love you, Sarah, and thank you for being on.
My
I'm not ending the
pleasure.
show or anything. I just wanted to say that.
Sounds like
I
it.
feel like you've been in the show.
I just wanted to thank you because I really think you're one of our guests that, especially of our it's so weird but to say that, but especially of our female guests, that's just doing very cool things in the industry, and it's very interesting to see.
It's my passion.
I didn't know
I love
when
the
to
people. I love the
bring
industry.
that up, but
Sarah's
Sarah is
a
our
female?
first female
Is she?
guest to do a solo show.
Is she? Yeah. Just a heads up.
Well, like Chris
that's
said,
kind of
we
an
don't-
indication of what a badass you are. You know what I mean?
But it's also
Is it really though?
It also it also
I'm
speaks
not
to us like we
surprised.
don't know. We don't have those connections.
I know. It's
and
almost
it's
almost on
embarrassing.
us. Yeah, it's almost on
embarrassing.
us. But thank you, Sarah, because
I'll fix that.
No, you can fix.
I will.
I was gonna say you can give us our next big female
No,
guest.
I will.
But also, and you guys can kiss my butt because I know I've already been kissing, brown nosing, whatever you want to call it. But look at it. She's our first female guest, and it didn't even occur to us until we're about to end this show. You know what I mean? Oh, Ed, you probably had that in your back
Didn't
pocket.
he just say we're not ending the show? And now he's like,
All right, sorry.
I'm wrapping it
Aren't
up.
you the one who said our shows are too long? I'm just saying.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
Not me.
Well, he's getting
stop
very,
it,
he's very
Sarah.
accused
Do
of
that,
it.
Sarah.
Come on, I love you guys.
She likes to make us blush, Chris.
Yeah.
I know.
What the
All right.
heck?
It's him. I don't
But
know.
I'm going to hand it back to my boys here for one of our last subjects we have. But I'm not surprised that you're one of our first. You are the first full. What the hell? The first female
Keep
interview.
digging. You
Wow.
want a shovel? I got a
Wow.
backhoe out there. You
Yeah.
keep
No,
digging
I
this
just think
hole.
it's incredible.
I'm honored.
I just think
I'm
it's
honored.
very badass.
I'm embarrassed for you, but I'm honored.
I think
It is embarrassing.
Well, no, I think it's indicative of the industry we're in, right? I mean, that's the thing is that there's not, like, at least in our world, there's not a ton of people.
I can't laugh any harder because she's not wrong. But I'm glad it's her.
Aw, thanks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's not the easiest industry to be.
I know.
To be a woman in, and
do you know?
We're
Nate?
pieces of shit, dude. Just so you know.
No, like
we're 3 pieces of crap.
No,
I yelled that.
One of my biggest criticisms of when I sometimes there's some craft beer podcasts that will have women on and ask them like, what's it like being a woman in the beer industry? And I'm like, it's all like sunshine and rainbows and unicorns. And I'm like, no, fuck that shit. Like, it's hard, and there's discrimination, and there's sexual harassment because there's alcohol involved.
And 100%, they just some people probably just assume a dude knows beer automatically.
Oh yeah, like I'll have
has to.
Oftentimes,
It has to
oftentimes as the woman, like I'll have volunteers who will be helping me pour, and they will ask the guys questions because they assume that they're actually the brewers. Because, no offense, I mean they're standing there with their like beards and all.
Like, where's this brewery from? And he's like, Colorado, I think.
And I hate you so much.
No,
right
no, but and they'll kind of talk over you. But
no,
just like Nate's doing right now.
But the majority is a positive experience. That's why I'm passionate about it. That's why I love the culture. That's why I love the people. That's why I love this industry. It's my jam. It's what I've thrown my life into.
It's an important subject, though. Like, it's an important conversation to have.
It shouldn't be glossed over. It's not
100%.
Easy, but yeah.
100%. A couple of people are going to look at a guy and be like, yeah, you know about beer. But it's like, heads up, you should talk to her.
But
if all 4 of us were standing in a room together, it's like, you should talk to Sarah.
But that's why I feel so strongly about supporting the women in the industry and creating that community so they don't feel like they're alone. Because if you're a woman, like that's the only woman on the staff at a small brewery, you feel pretty isolated. But whenever you come to like the women's collaboration brew or a Pink Boots group or a beer, Girls Pint Out kind of a thing, you meet other people and you realize you're not alone, and there's other people who will network and give you the support and tell you like who you shouldn't work for and who you should definitely be supported and work for.
And it becomes evident where females are very represented in the industry.
Have another beer.
Kiss my ass.
No.
Kiss my ass.
It was this 6%
He
beast.
said this podcast started at noon, so I got here at 11:30.
No,
okay, I got here at fucking
11:30. Me, by the way.
And so I'm on my 5th or 6th beer, so I will not have another one. But who's taking me home?
He was talking about the. I think it's the 6%. The hard.
I know this goddamn hard tea screwed me over.
Beast getting you.
But
I'm honored.
But to talk to that, it's like, yeah, there's like you said, there's a lot of brewers in Tucson, but like the partners, and we've had women on the show who have been partners. Like before I was on the show, like Tap and Bottle, we talked to your friends with Bonnie.
Rebecca is amazing.
But,
yeah,
like just to think of people who are behind the scenes.
Show.
Yeah. Like you mentioned, like
there's
Michael Ann in the shop,
women in the
like the amount of work she does unrecognized at the shop,
right?
Is insane.
She's
same
a
thing
badass.
with like you mentioned, Laramie, Ryan's wife at Dark Sky. Like the amount of effort the blood, sweat, and tears she's probably put into that brewery.
It's not. I mean, Ryan's kind of the face of it. I mean, but they both have sacrificed and worked so hard for their passion, and they are such good people, and they give back to the community in a big way. They have. It's.
I love that
can't imagine
the community, the community. Different.
It's
DSB.
so hard to start
cool.
a small business to begin with, let alone in beer, and it's something that they've done well, and it's a labor of love, and I respect the shit out of that.
I mean, we actually wouldn't have talked to the shop or made a beer with them. Because when that's who I talked to. I talked to her. I talked to her. I didn't talk to anybody else. She was there and she was working, and I talked to her, and she was like, "Oh, I'll give them your card." And
I am so fortunate.
That was so great.
I'm so fortunate to have those people in my circle of love and as mentors, and I respect them so much. And my career and I benefit greatly from them in my community. I love it.
Yeah, I think we want to be able to help empower that voice, but not come off as looking like a bunch of 3 white dudes trying to help.
Excuse me?
Sorry, two white dudes and a sort of white guy. I mean, you wouldn't know.
It's incredibly hard not to come off patronizing.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. We don't want to come patronizing, but we want to help empower that and get that message out there.
But
at the same time.
You're good guys, and I know 2 of the 3 wives, and they're badasses in their own right and they're in their own industries, and I respect and love them. So yeah, I've never. You guys have never come off that way, and that's why I'm here.
I married an aggressively strong woman.
Yes.
Aggressively strong.
Oh yeah. I would say so.
She's far better at anything than I am.
I can't wait.
As far as business goes,
I want to hang out. Okay, we're doing the women's hobby.
She's a strong woman.
Right.
I'll give her that.
The women's hobby craftsman.
She's
podcast.
tough to maintain.
Maintain? That's not your job.
I didn't mean that. You know what I meant.
Woman.
I meant support.
Did I?
I meant support.
Okay,
Support.
yeah.
Hobby craftswoman? Yeah,
Hobby craftswoman got beer.
Ed, I hope you're really looking forward to edit this show, dude. Okay.
Hobby craftswoman podcast. March
Hobby
edition.
craftswoman. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yep.
My wife would be super in because she really likes beer.
Would be?
So.
She will be.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah, you're good.
Sales.
You're good.
Yeah, wow.
You're
You just sold
good.
Nate. Nate's
I'm
all
going
in.
to be there at this
Hook, line,
point.
and sinker.
Shit. I'm like, okay.
Well, we'll have to be there.
No.
I love you guys.
Just promise. Hopefully, we can do this again. Let's just plan to do this. What month is it right now? It's February. Let's plan to do this again in another 6 months. Let's just check in at least every 6 months.
No, I think we should figure the March thing
Twist
out.
my arm.
Yeah,
Oh no, we'll do the
Yeah,
March thing. Impromptu interviews don't count with you anymore.
Aww.
No, we need real sit-down conversations just like this because you're an important you're an important voice in the industry, and it's a
you.
nice conversation to have.
I'm honored.
When you leave, Chris, watch where you step. Because it's getting thick.
Kiss my ass, dude. Kiss my ass. We speak the same. I speak the same way to any other. Kiss my
go back
butt.
to history.
I'm
Yep.
done. Stone, get my car going. All right. Here are my keys. Go get the truck going, dude. I'm out of here.
So what do you have coming
have
up
shoes on?
as far as so we got Arizona Beer Week coming up.
He looked
like you
comfortable. I'm
mentioned,
sorry.
Strong Beer Fest.
Yeah, I just threw my hat in the ring for the Beer Rep Chili Throwdown at Bottle Shop 48 during Arizona Craft Beer Week. So
Oh, okay. Oh, you're making the chili?
yeah, and
all right.
Okay, I'm eating the chili.
I have a bomb chili recipe. Not to brag, but I mean I can cook, I can bake. That's kind of my thing.
I've seen
That's
videos
kind of my
and
thing.
photos.
So
I'm in.
And I totally I scope out all the other people there. I'm like, oh, I got this.
You like to bake. You like to bake, huh?
It's on.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Are you gonna stitch like a doily for your chili pot to sit on?
Oh, you wouldn't see it. I do embroidery. I do some stuff. So yeah. So
Yeah,
our new program that's coming out this summer is Denim Dales. So everyone was like hitting me up in the company. They're like, "Did you inspire it?" Because everyone knows I hand embroidered a Dale's Pale Ale logo into the back of a jacket for the company conferences. Yeah.
It's a Canadian
It's
tuxedo.
on.
That's what you
Denim
Totally
Dan.
yeah.
There's-
Denim Dale. That's what it is.
There's
on.
Dale's denim jackets and there's Dale's jorts coming in the POS. Like I got the coolest swag coming. I'm so stoked.
Nice.
Everyone jorts. Just tell me your
Yeah,
size.
yeah.
We'll get
Yeah.
your size. We'll get you some
yeah.
jorts.
I was gonna say Hobby Craftsman denim jackets.
So frigging in.
All right, we're doing a show and everyone's wearing Dale's jorts.
Done. Ed, you heard it here first. Okay, you're gonna be there.
I'm cutting my pants off.
I only said
Into my
that Ed, 'cause
pockets.
Ed's kind of a hater. Chris, I know you're in.
Oh, I'll wear jorts.
Get those legs tanned.
Done. They're as white as could be right now.
Are you
So done.
are you involved with the arm wrestling that goes on during?
I
Strong
support
Beer
it.
Fest,
I
or
support
the
it.
Beer Week?
I support it, but I have yet to participate. This is
You just it's called over. Yeah, just flip the switch,
Yep.
and then you got over the top. Yeah,
Over the top.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to wrap over the top. There's a movie I can show you.
But listen, you got monster
Instructional video.
resources now. You could probably call in a ringer. You could probably get a professional wrestler at this point to
Yeah,
do
is
it.
there a professional? No, professional arm wrestler.
Wrestler, yeah. Or one of those slap.
Oh, the
can we
slap
get a,
people,
Can
the
we get
slap.
a monster slap box tournament at Strong Beer?
I mean, I'm sure Nate will slap you right now if you really want.
Well, I mean, I got like I could probably like tap in like maybe Hank. He's our like official monster engraver. He lives in the West Valley. He's a big dude. He could probably do that, but I don't think they let him in.
He can slap Ed?
So I
I would let somebody slap me for charity, I guess.
I'll give you $5.
I don't
Give it to whoever
know.
you want.
I'm thinking of the monster girls that live in Phoenix, and I'm like, I might be able to take them.
There has to be a roller derby or
Oh yeah, roller derby would be really good too.
semi-professional wrestling that Monster kind of supports that we could bring in.
Monster sponsors some UFC fighters.
Oh,
I just
there
haven't
we go.
met them yet.
Yeah, you just bring one of
some
those in?
female
I was going
UFC.
to say big time.
There's your ringer.
Absolutely.
There's your ringer.
Okay. So I got to make some phone calls.
All right,
Yeah.
make this happen.
Thanks for the idea.
Yeah.
Appreciated it.
God, we're really good at making ideas, and we never follow through on any of them.
I'll help you out.
All right, thanks, Sarah.
I'll connect you with the right people.
Good, because we need that, because we don't.
I'm your girl.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming today.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for meeting me.
This is her show now, I guess.
At my place. At one of my favorite places.
It's so funny, and it is a little embarrassing for the show, but you know what? It's just, who gives a shit? I just can't wait to talk to you again in 2024.
Oh, thank you.
You know, that's where we'll leave it.
Thank you.
And for me, I'm good.
I'm happy to come back.
So I know you mentioned it multiple times on the show, but people want to follow you and what you do. Where should they follow you?
Good question, Christopher.
I've got several accounts, but I'm craft on Instagram. On most things, I'm Craft Beer Betty.
I was gonna say that's a good spot to catch you at.
Yeah, and I'm also
what you're up to.
I love to bake pies, so I'm Pie Betty on that as
too.
well. Yeah, and so that I'm just a stop there. Yeah, but
Cool. And
Sarah
then
Ritchie, Pie Betty.
If you want to
Craft Beer
do
Betty.
the Monster stuff, or they actually want to do Dale's stuff, where should they go for that stuff? Or is it all at the monsterbrewing.com now?
Yeah, monsterbrewing.com is where it's at. That'll have all of them soon. So everything's being reconfigured there. And even my email address was at canarchy.beer, and now it's going to be at monsterbrewing.com.
That's pretty awesome. That's
They didn't go with .beer?
No, it's the Monster Brewing.
Canarchy.beer. You had to spell it because people were like, "What's
Yeah.
Canarchy?" And Monster. It's simple.
Yeah, but all the
People
cool
know
kids
it.
have .beer.
Yeah,
That's
but
true, we do.
they don't have Monster.
No, that's true.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of rad.
Hoppycrafts.monster. All right, we're picking that up. Fine.
Hoppy Monsters? Oh, can we? We
like
need to
it.
set up a
I
collab
like
with
it.
somebody to do some Hoppy Monsters.
All right, we'll take you to Denver.
So way back, Jeff and I made one of our first homebrews we ever made was called the Big Bad Hoppy Monster.
Yeah.
All right.
It was really good.
This is what I did whenever I would name beers. You start with Untapped.
Oh yeah, yes, 100%.
You start
go
with
look.
Untapped.
100%.
I left my glasses.
Hoppy Monster? I don't think that's got to be a beer. There's no way it's not.
All I have is my heart-shaped sunglasses.
Hey, thanks. While you look for it, thanks for bringing this nasty beast.
Oh, my pleasure.
That's such a weird. Thanks for this nasty beast.
It brings me back to when I was in high school and drinking some twisted
When you were a
teas.
nasty beast?
When I was myself a nasty beast.
Aw. Yeah, I think we're safe.
He's still there.
Name's
He's
good.
still there.
Let's do it.
That's not a
Sweet.
real aw.
We're gonna do it. No, I'll get you more. There's more where that came from.
Okay.
Yeah, you like this? There's more where that came from.
Yeah, perfect.
I'll keep you sweet.
For all the love, I at least owe you some.
Nasty
12
beast.
facts.
Some more nasty beast.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
All right.
But seriously, March, the wives,
Yes.
Done.
All right.
Yep.
Hoppy Craftswomen.
Super done.
Let's do it.
All right. With that, thanks.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's it.
there's nothing else to say after that.
Seriously,
Cena,
Sarah.
Becky, it's on.
Yeah.
Sarah, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.
It's nice to have a real, powerful voice in the craft beer industry, and it's nice that it's you, and I appreciate that.
I'm honored. Thank you so much.
All right.
Chris is wiping tears away.
Thanks, everybody.
Kiss my ass.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
The best.
If you'd like to become a part of the Hoppy Craftsman beer community, here's where you can connect with us. Our website is hoppycraftsman.beer. You can find us on Instagram and Threads at Hoppy Craftsman. Our YouTube channel, Hoppy Craftsman. If you want to go above and beyond to support the show, you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/hoppycraftsman. And we do have some supporters who are generous enough to donate to this show. And those people are Terrence Hollows, Jeff Johnson, Dak Dominguez, and Cena Gomez. If you want to support the show, we have multiple tiers. Just go to Patreon, like I said, patreon.com/hoppycraftsman and join one of our tiers.